Also, quick disclaimer, this video is not sponsored in any way. I paid for this PC, my own money 100%, so just wanted to let you guys know that. What's up guys? Finally making this video. I posted a video a couple weeks ago when I received my iBuyPower Element 9300. Gotten a decent amount of questions on the video asking me things such as like certain fixes, if I would personally recommend the PC, why I got the PC, frame rates, games that I play, basically everything to do with the PC. And so I wanted to make this video. I'm probably not gonna end up covering every single thing that you guys have been asking me, so please make sure to watch the video that I posted before. I'll leave a link in the description. Watch that. If any questions arise on that video, watch this video, and if I still don't answer all the questions that you guys have asked me, then make sure to leave a comment down below. I'll answer them as quick as I possibly can. I'm gonna hop into this video, so let's get it started. Really quick, you can see the computer and my setup is over there. Before we even do anything, I'm gonna read exactly what comes in this PC. I'm gonna show you the keyboard, the PC itself, and the mouse that came with it. From what I'm seeing, certain people are getting like different keyboards. They might be getting like some different components in the PC, but this is exactly what came in my PC. I'll read this off and I'll show you. So as you can see, this is exactly what came in my PC. It's an AMD Ryzen 3 3100 4-core 3.6 gigahertz, AMD Radeon RX 500 2 gigabyte, 8 gigabytes DDR4 2666 megahertz memory, 240 gigs of solid state drive, that's the SSD. Wi-Fi is included, Windows Home Edition is included, 12 months premium warranty, lifetime technical support. So that's exactly my computer's specs. So I know they're not the greatest specs, not somebody that is a top tier gamer that needs to have like a 3080 super, like all this crazy stuff in my PC. Quick thing, you guys see SpongeBob? Where is he? Right up there. I'm not a super hardcore gamer. I do a lot of editing, and the games that I do play really consist of like Diablo 3, sorry. The Sims, my girlfriend plays Spore, I play Spore sometimes too, and then other little like indie games sometimes. I don't play a ton of games. I do more editing on this than anything. So I'm gonna show you a quick montage of the PC, and then I'll kind of show you guys a couple other things and my opinion on it, pros, cons, everything like that. So let's hop into it. Okay, so here's the PC. So couple things. When I first opened the PC, everything was great, had no issues with it. Everything that was supposed to be there was there. So when I plugged it in and booted it up, noticed, and I'll show you guys really quick. When I turned it on and booted it up, this fan worked, the RGB in it worked, no issues. So these two fans right here, they worked. When I turned on the computer, neither of these fans lit up. The first thing that I did when I realized that those didn't work was to check if they were spinning, and they both were spinning. The second thing I did was I went in side panel right here, and so there's a little box right here. It's a connector, and it looked like the cables were loose. One of them was hanging off, the other one was just unplugged completely. I plugged both of those in and both of these lights lit up. So I had no issues setting up Windows on it. It came with Windows already installed. I just typed in my information, set up everything, and you know, all the things that are expected to be on it were there. So I was excited about that. I have one. I have them right here. So these are the antennas that you see right here. So this PC is Wi-Fi enabled, so I wanted to make sure that this PC did have Wi-Fi in it because my modem is on the other side of the house. I would have had to like somehow figure out something like drill a hole in the floor and run a cable like through the ceiling in the basement, and that's where my office is, so it just didn't work. Hot chocolate is amazing, by the way. Start off on everything with this PC. So I'm gonna start first with the keyboard, the mouse, and then the PC. So let's hop into the keyboard. The keyboard, so it's super clicky. It doesn't really, I mean, I don't have a lot of preferences on keyboards. I wanted something that was a little bit clickier than what I was originally using. So this works great. It has the option of turning the lights on or off. If you push this and then FN. So if you push FN and that, so if you push these two buttons together, it will start doing like the pulsating thing, which is cool. I just personally don't use it. I just keep it on this. So personally like the keyboard that came with it. Second thing we're gonna talk about here is the mouse. So the mouse is comfortable. It's a wired mouse, so is the keyboard as well. So it's comfortable. I'm not sure if it's just like from what I was using before. Before I was just using this little Logitech mouse. It's just a wireless mouse that I was using for my laptop. This one is a little bit bigger. I mean, it's good. It has buttons on the side for forward and back. The scroll thing is great. I mean, it's a comfortable mouse, don't get me wrong. I wish that the mat was all the way around it personally, but honestly, it's a really comfortable mouse. I would really like it if it did have the mat all the way around, but other than that, I think it's a great mouse. Now we're gonna talk about the PC, talk about everything that I like about the PC, everything that I don't like about the PC, and yeah, let's hop into it. Go and talk about all the ports that mine has. They might be different on yours because I know some people's are different, so I'm not sure why, but so 2 USB 3s in the front, microphone jack, headphone jack right there, power button is right there, the LED button is right here too. So I'll run through those. That's the one that I usually use. I don't like to have like a pulsating thing. I just kind of like to have all the colors. I don't know. There's a filter up here that you can take off, and you can use it to clean off like dust and everything like that. Antennas are in the back. They just screw on. I don't want to unplug all my stuff, but there is an HDMI port on here. There's 2 regular USB, 4 USB 3 in the back, HDMI, the plug-in for the Ethernet, and then you have the regular like speaker, microphone, stuff like that in the back. And then you have the plugins for the graphics card and then the power supply plug-in as well. Only thing, so mine came with a DVI and an HDMI plugin. I was hoping, because I thought when I was reading it that it had a display port, a DVI port, and a HDMI port. That's what I thought it had on the back of it for the graphics card. When I initially got it, I had bought a display cable specifically because I was going to have 2 monitors, and I always wanted to run 2 monitors because I like to have work on one, gaming on the other, or vice versa. When I got it, it only had a DVI and an HDMI port. So I got an adapter, I got a DVI to HDMI adapter, worked perfectly fine, no issues, but I wish I had known that before, so that's something that you guys should check. I'm not sure if it's just the model that I got that has that, but yeah, so that was something that I wish I knew beforehand. So now I'm gonna hop into the pros and cons of the PC, what I like about it, what I don't like about it, why I think you should buy it, why I think you shouldn't buy it, everything like that. Starting off, so I'm gonna start off with the reason I bought the PC. So I bought it because I needed something that would be able to run the games that I play, which are Diablo, The Sims, Spore, certain indie titles, stuff like that. Also, I wanted something that had a decent amount of storage, but had the components in it already to be able to upgrade the storage. So it comes with 240 gigs. It has a slot in there where you can add another SSD, which is great. So at some point I'm going to add another one if I feel like I need it, but right now I've only used about half of the storage, and so when I edit, I actually end up dumping everything that I have onto this external hard drive. So it goes on my computer first, I edit it, and then I move everything to that external hard drive. So I'm really not using a whole lot of storage on it, and The Sims, Diablo, and Spore really don't take up a lot of storage, so I might not even need to upgrade it, but either way, we'll see. Also the RAM, so the RAM isn't the greatest RAM. I want to at some point maybe get some RGB RAM, something that's a little bit faster. It only comes with 8 gigs of RAM. I might want to upgrade it to 32 gigs, but that's not something that I immediately need to do because it's running everything that I have right now. So yeah, I bought this PC mainly for editing and light gaming. I had set a budget for myself to have something that one, wasn't super expensive but was cost effective and did everything that I needed to do, and I was really buying like a whole setup. It wasn't just, you know, spend X amount of money on the PC. I was buying 2 monitors. If I needed to, I was buying the keyboard, the mouse, a new mouse pad. I have wanted to get into like posting gaming videos, so I wanted to buy, you know, a microphone, headphones, stuff like that. And so my budget that I set for myself was about $1,000. I really didn't want to spend more than that, but I ended up going a little bit over, but I'm really happy with the setup and the monitors that I bought. I will explain to you guys in a different video why I picked the monitors that I bought for my computer, but I think the setup that I have is a really good budget setup. The pros of this computer. So the pros are that it's really not a very expensive computer. I ended up spending about $560 for it after taxes and shipping for it, which I think is a really good deal for what you get in the computer. So that's a definite huge pro for me. I didn't spend a whole lot of money on the actual PC itself, and it came with the keyboard and the mouse, which are another massive you know, plus to me. More hot chocolate. I also have had no issues running any of the games that I play on it. It also has been just fantastic to edit on. My internet in my house isn't like this amazingly fast internet. It's fast internet, don't get me wrong, but it's not like the fastest internet in the world. I could upgrade it if I wanted to. I just haven't decided to do that because I think that it's fast for what I need it to do, and that's really it. So I personally don't know much about like Wi-Fi speeds and stuff like that, so I personally think the computer has amazing Wi-Fi speeds. So yeah, and if I'm saying that wrong or I sound stupid, I'm sorry. So second thing, or third thing, I don't even know where I'm at, but the PC itself just looks nice. I think aesthetically it goes really well with the setup that I have. I need to cable manage so bad, but other than that, I think it's a great PC. It also has a very compact design, so it fits on my desk really well, and it takes up a small amount of space, which is nice. The good thing is I bought this computer because I'm really getting more and more into upgrading PCs, just looking at like graphics cards, stuff like that. So the graphics card in it obviously isn't the best graphics card, I know that, but it runs everything that I want to, and I'm going to at some point get a different graphics card for it. And so I think it's a good PC to kind of learn how to upgrade and change out components in the PC. I like how it's kind of already set up, and that's also another reason why I opted to buy a pre-built PC versus buying a, you know, all the components for a PC and building it myself. I don't know much about that stuff, and so I wanted to have something that was pre-built that I could kind of go and upgrade certain things, and then maybe in like a year or two I can actually buy all the components for a PC and then build it myself. Certain cons to this, there are probably going to be more cons than actual pros. I don't know. If you are somebody that likes to build PCs, you're not going to want this PC. Obviously, you're going to want to build your own PC. Second thing, I've had this PC for a little over 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, and in that time, sometimes there'll be like little glitches, obviously, but sometimes the RGB lights, for whatever reason, like when I'll power on the PC, they won't turn on, so I'll have to unplug the plugs on the side panel and plug them back in, and they come back on. I'm not sure why I'm having an issue with that, but I'm gonna have to go in. Maybe there's just like a loose, maybe the other end of it's loose or something like that. I'm not sure. Another con for this is if you are a person that edits a lot, it does not come with a card reader for your micro SD card. So that's another con if you're, you know, bummed about that. I ended up going to Walmart. It's not plugged in right now. Well, it's plugged in right now, so I don't want to take it out. But I went to Walmart. It was maybe like $10, $15. And the plug, it's by on, so it's the Walmart version, and it has a plug-in. They also have a USB one which you can just like plug in. It'll read your card. So yeah, that was something to me. I always had it on my laptop, so I was just kind of like assumed that it had it, but it didn't, so it's not a massive deal. So another con to this PC is if you are somebody that games a lot, you just do not want to buy this PC. If you are somebody that needs to have like a ton of games on your PC, this is not a PC that you should buy. Probably not going to have the amount of storage that you need. It's also probably not going to be able to run some of the higher end titles like I don't know, like Warzone. Well, it'll be able to run Warzone, but Warzone is a big game, and so it might not run it as efficiently as you want it to. And if it does, there might be certain issues with it. It can definitely play Fortnite. I've gotten questions about Roblox. It can play that, Minecraft, games like that, no issue. I've been playing Diablo on high settings, Sims 4 on high settings, Spore on high settings. I dabbled in Grand Theft Auto, and I was able to play that at almost high settings, 60 frames per second on pretty much all of my games. I had no issues. The only time frame rates dropped was when there was like a lot going on, and so it like would lag a little bit, but it wouldn't really bother me. That's another con. The keyboard itself is good to me, but for whatever reason the caps lock button has been sticking, so I don't know, I have to figure that out. Computer, it has a smaller motherboard, and just based on space, I don't think I'll be able to fit a massive graphics card in there personally. I'm also not somebody that needs like a crazy graphics card. I might just end up keeping the one that's in there, and you know, because I don't play a lot of games, so yeah. But definitely storage are a big con. If you don't need a ton of storage, definitely recommend it. You can always upgrade the storage in it if you really want to. RAM, you can always get better RAM. It's like honestly, I personally think it's just a good starter PC for somebody that is a light to moderate gamer, like myself, does editing, or somebody that plays like Minecraft, Fortnite, stuff like that. I think it's just a great all-around PC. So yeah, so I'm gonna load up a couple games, kind of show you guys what it looks like when it's running, and yeah. Okay, so right now we are in Diablo, and we're gonna go to right here, go to, oops, I'm gonna go here. We're gonna go to the quality so you guys can see right there that right now it's on high. I have it on full screen mode because that's how I record in. But yeah, so everything's on high right now. Game runs great. I don't have any issues or anything like that. So yeah, I think it's great. Okay, so right now I'm gonna show you guys The Sims. So running it in windowed mode right now, so I can obviously go to my other screen, which is over here. So you guys can see that we're in windowed full screen. Everything is on high settings right now. I didn't realize this is on medium, but it's not a big deal. High, everything's on high right now. And if we go into the game, as you guys can see, the game runs perfectly smooth. Don't have any issues, just moving around, and it's a fantastic game. I don't know who this is. Anyway, there was somebody running or somebody walking in my house, but everything's on high right now and the game runs just perfect. So yeah, again, I would recommend this PC. You know, I've dabbled with it, I've played with it, I've had small issues with it. I've had you know, a good experience, honestly. I honestly have had such a great experience with this PC. I think that iBuyPower does make good pre-built PCs. I just want to obviously, you know, let you guys know that this computer was actually my first real gaming PC. The last PC that I had was in probably when I was like 16, probably when I was playing World of Warcraft, and I was probably around 14 or 15 when I was doing that. And I had an E-machine, and I was just pulling out parts in there and swapping out parts, building certain things, and that was an old PC. So the last time I even had a gaming PC was years and years ago. The last time I even had a gaming PC was years and years ago. So I just want to stress that, you know, the reason why I bought a pre-built was because I haven't even messed with PC components in years, over 10 years. And I've always had laptops. When I was in college, I needed a laptop. It's a lot easier when you're in college to have a laptop because you can go to and from classes with it. But you know, I had the money now. I wanted to buy a PC for gaming and editing because I love having our YouTube channel, and I edit a lot on it, and it was getting really hard to edit on my old laptop because it would shut down a lot. Sometimes the video wouldn't convert correctly. It would just have issues. So yeah. Another thing, I have not had issues with this PC overheating or anything like that. The PC has been great. It does make a little bit of noise if I am running like a bunch of stuff at once. So the only time I really noticed that was when I was converting a video, uploading a video. I was also recording my screen for Diablo for my gaming channel, and I was playing Diablo as well on obviously high settings. And so I noticed that the fans increased a little bit, but it wasn't even noticeable to a point where I even really noticed. The only reason that I knew that it was just there was a lot going on was because I looked at the CPU and it was a little bit higher. But other than that, I mean, the PC has been great. I just wouldn't recommend it to somebody that is just so hardcore into gaming, or if it's just, you know, not enough storage for you. But you can always upgrade that stuff. At some point I'll do that. I am going to upgrade the RAM at some point, so I'll give you guys an update video on that. But I'll probably end up making another video like this in like a month or two when I really had like a lot of time to mess with the PC. So yeah, if there's anything that you guys want to know or that I missed in this whole video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, push the bell button, and also comment down below if there's anything that you guys want to know about the PC, because I would be glad to help you with anything, questions. FPS, I've been getting a lot of questions about that for like Minecraft, Roblox, Warzone, stuff like that. So I'll try and help as much as I possibly can, but make sure to like, comment, subscribe, push the bell button, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.